Hello, today we're going to be going through Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. This is a pretty simple song. We're just going to be using two chords for this song. We're going to be changing up one of them a little bit, but the chords are going to be C and E minor. Now it's important that when you're doing your E minor, you're using your first and second finger. First on the second fret of A, second on the second fret of D. We're going to do a little bit of a mimicking of the violin part. And if you don't have both your third and fourth finger out there and ready, you're not going to be able to do that. If you use your second and third finger for your E, you're going to run out of fingers. So make sure you're using your first and second for that E minor. Okay, we're going to start off. Strumming pattern's really easy for this. We're just going to be counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're going to count it like that. So all downstrokes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Alright, so for the intro, the Ah Look at All the Lonely People, we're just going to have 2 bars of C, 2 bars of E minor, 2 bars of C, 2 bars of E minor. So let's go through that together. I'll sing and we'll play together. We're going to start on C, go to E minor, C, E minor. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Alright, so you're probably noticing if you're using your second and first finger for your E minor, your second finger actually doesn't have to move at all for this transition. Your third and your first just lift from C, and then your first moves to the second fret of A. And if you listen, that E is always ringing. So it kind of helps cover up your transition too if you keep that second finger pushed down always. Okay, let's do that one more time. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Alright, now we're going to go into the verse. So we're going to stay on that E minor, and this time we're going to hold it for 3 bars, 3 counts of 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we go to C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then we repeat that. So 3 bars of E minor, 3 4 counts. 2 bars, 2 4 counts of C. Let's try that together. I'll sing and we'll play along. Starting on E minor with your first and second finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. See, lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the sea door. Who is it for? Nice. So if you're counting that, 3 bars of E minor, and then on bin, we move to C, and then on the second time, it's jar by the door, we move to C. So I think counting is the most helpful here, but if you need a word cue, they kind of cue you with that. Where a wedding has been, lives in a dream, face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Right? Every time we go to C. Okay, now we're going to move on to the chorus. And this is fun because we're playing the chords, but we're also kind of playing a little bit of a melody here. playing what the violin's playing. So we're going to start on E minor, and we're actually going to add our fourth finger to B3 to make that E minor 7. So make sure to get some leverage on your fourth finger. Your thumb is right behind, probably your second finger is where your thumb's going to be behind. And we're doing a nice pinching motion. So that way all of our fingers get equal pressure. And we're not dumping into the first two and bending those out of tune, and then this one barely gets any pressure, the fourth finger, and buzzes. We want equal pressure between all three fingers that are being used. 2 and 3 and 4 and then the next chord is going to be an E minor 6. So we're just going to take our third finger and place it on B2. So if you want to get your fingers in place, so you can just lift up that fourth finger, that works too. But otherwise, if your third finger just wants to hang out, then we're going to go to C, and then just regular E minor. So, let's go through those chords again. We have E minor with the added fourth finger on B3 to make E minor 7. Then we add the third finger to B2 to make E minor 6. Then we go to regular C and regular E minor. Right? And the counting's real easy for this. It's just one bar of each chord. So we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on E minor 7. Then third finger goes to B2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E minor, regular. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. So you might find a little bit of trouble getting your fourth and your third finger to cooperate there. But just really remember that the thumb is helping with that pinching motion, so we are equally distributing the pressure between all of our fingers here. Let's go through this part. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the lonely people, where do they all come from? All the lonely people, where do they all belong? Yeah, this time I'll do it calling out the chords, not singing. We're starting on E minor 7 with our fourth finger on 3 of B. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, E minor 7, E minor 6, C, E minor. Now to E minor 7, E minor 7, E minor 6, C, E minor. So the big challenge here is making sure that that B string is always ringing, so we get the kind of that you hear the violin doing in the recording. All right, let's try and go through this whole song up to this point. So we have intro, verse, chorus. I think it's helpful sometimes to just establish what chord each section starts on. So in this song, the intro is going to start on C. The verse is going to start on E minor. And the chorus is going to start on E minor 7. So that's E minor with our fourth finger added to 3 of B. Right? Let's give this a try, just playing along with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Ah, look at all the lonely people. Stay on E minor. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door. Who is it for? E minor 7. All the lonely people. Where do they all come from? All the lonely people. Where do they all belong? Cool. So the recording goes quite a bit faster than this. It's about so that might be a little bit much for your right hand to keep the tempo. But again, if you're having trouble keeping the tempo with your right hand, ignore the left hand, just mute your strings, and try to just go along with that tempo with the right hand to the recording. Right? And if you do this for about the entire length of the song, you'll find that you're probably going to have a little bit of a workout in that right hand. And the next time you go to play, you'll probably be a little bit faster. Alright, so that was Eleanor Rigby. Have fun with this one. Really easy, but has some fun stuff with it, that little walk down riff there. So have fun with this one.